Well, Aaron, Dan, no one would disagree that people convicted of serious crimes like murder, rape, even drug dealing should be high on the list for deportation. But some now questioning why someone with one misdemeanor conviction is on that list. Criminal defense attorney Miguel Hernandez says in his more than 40 years of law practice, never has he seen a client subject to deportation based on a misdemeanor conviction.
But now things have changed. The whole paradigm is deport, deport, deport.
And that's exactly what one of his former clients is now facing. 19-year-old Juan Manuel Martinez, who last month pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor charge of trespassing on Monterey County Jail property. The day he was set to be released from jail, a federal ICE agent was there and took him into custody.
It was such a minor offense. If it had been a robbery or something, hurting somebody, an assault, anything like that, that might be different. I can understand sentiments, but over something as technical as this, I don't understand why people would be rabid about deporting this guy. I just don't.
Martinez also falls under the Dreamer Act because he came to the U.S. as a child. His defense lawyer said he was on the path to citizenship. But Martinez broke the law, and when he was arrested, he was in possession of meth and pot. Those charges were later dropped. And when deputies asked him during the booking process whether he or family members were involved in gangs, he said yes, but never specifically said he was, according to his attorney.
I'm hoping that the judge will find that this is a minor incident, not deportable.
Unfortunately, it looks like we will see a lot more of these types of cases.
Trump ran for president on the promise to deport criminals who are in the country illegally, saying they pose a threat to public safety. But critics say his administration is reaching too far.
We actually have seen the ICE themselves have reported that they've requested people with an infraction to be detained for removal purposes. At this point, this administration is criminalizing being undocumented.
Criminal defense attorney who represented Martinez in his criminal case also raising questions as to what role the jail here played in helping federal ICE agents apprehend Martinez. I reached out to Sheriff Steve Bernal for comment. He said he was out of the area, out of town at a conference, but said he would look into it. As for Martinez, he's being held in a federal detention center in Yuba County. That's according to his immigration attorney. He's scheduled to have a bond hearing in San Francisco next Wednesday. Aaron, Dan.
All right, Felix, thank you. According to an immigration attorney, that bond hearing is the first step in what could be a very long process for Juan Martinez. Could take up to a year before Martinez gets his first immigration hearing before a federal judge.